Let's see how being a Roblox YouTuber saved my life. This is gonna be crazy.
This is me back in 2020 at the lowest point in my life. My mental health was rapidly deteriorating, and with the world being on complete lockdown, it felt like there was no hope, future, or purpose. And with
Dang.
no way for me to get past what was happening, I decided to download the YouTube app to pass the time while being stuck inside. And while I was watching some YouTube videos, I felt like this is something I could do. You simply just record yourself doing something you enjoy, and it seems simple
Yo, what is this phone?
enough. So I went onto Roblox, which was the only game I was able to play at the time, and decided to record myself playing some games. But little did I know that becoming a Roblox YouTuber would change my life forever.
Yo, that's a fire intro.
However, my YouTube journey didn't start off that well, because Roblox 6 years ago was a lot more different than what it is now. And the very first YouTubers I ever started to watch was people like Flamingo, Dennis Daly, and other notable creators. But there was
Yo, two honorable mentions right there.
one YouTuber that genuinely changed my whole perspective on YouTube, which was Pinkleaf. And Pinkleaf, to me, was at the time, in my personal opinion, the greatest Roblox obby player of all time. And I was genuinely fascinated by how he was able to beat those obby towers so quickly.
Yeah, he's pretty goated.
It almost felt like a speed run, and he was able to complete obstacles like it was completely nothing, which led to me being so inspired that I made my very first ever video on Tower of Hell. And all of the footage was just me playing the game, no commentary, nothing, which honestly was so bad to the point where I don't even have that footage anymore.
Dang.
And it was very clear that YouTube also hated the video, as the video didn't even get a single view, which obviously made me feel a certain way. But I decided that I'll make more videos, and I wanted to experiment with other games that were very similar to Tower of Hell, which is why I ended up finding a game called Juke's Tower of Hell, which is known today as Eternal's Tower of Hell. And I decided to find the easiest tower I could find and play it, which was Tower of Annoyingly Simple Trials, which if you abbreviated that tower, it would spell out toast. And once again, it felt extremely boring, because at the time I was extremely insecure and I didn't want to share my voice, because I didn't feel comfortable with sharing that to the world.
I didn't at first either.
And although there was nothing wrong with that, it was just gaming footage once again, which is lame. At the time, I didn't really care, and I decided to post it regardless. And that video got 35 views, and I was so happy because I never thought in my life I was gonna get a single view other than myself. So the fact that other people decided to watch that video gave me all the motivation I needed to continue making videos. So I remember going into all of the towers that were in Ring 1 of Eternal's Tower of Hell, and I just played them from start to finish and uploaded the videos every single time. And the views kept adding up. And I remember there was one tower called Tower of Stress, ended up getting me my very first video with 100 views. And after I saw that, I realized that this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to become a YouTuber. So for the next year of my life, I was just going to be playing all the obbies I could find. And I was just playing them, recording them, and posting them with little to no commentary. And I was just
Yo, that's fire. That's fire.
enjoying what I was doing for a long time. But all of that would change once I met Curtified. Curtified is one of those YouTubers who you have probably never heard of, unless you
Yep, I never heard of him.
were really involved in the obby community. And when I started YouTube, he had around 2,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I'm not really involved in the hobby community. I never really been involved with that, so I would not know.
I met him inside of a Roblox game based off of a TV show called Wipeout. And after talking to him, I
Oh,
realized
I've heard of that.
he was also trying to make it as a YouTuber. So I joined his community, and as he continued posting, his videos started to get millions of views, and he was becoming one of the largest creators in the obby space, which eventually made me ask him for advice. And I remember he told me to go for it. And that was when I knew I needed to take Roblox seriously. In 2021, I followed every trend in the book. I played as many find the blank games as I could find and collected every badge and immediately uploaded the tutorials, because I knew that if I was the first person to cover that, I
Yo, that's kind of smart. That's actually kind of smart.
was almost guaranteed to get views. And I also played random Roblox games that were popular at the time, and I even started live streaming. And for the first time, this no longer felt like something I was doing simply to escape my life. It felt like I was
Wait, when was his first ever live stream? Hold up, when was this channel created? 2022. No, this is not his first ever channel then. Because he said he created his channel during COVID. Or during 2022, whatever. And his channel was created in 2022, so... Yeah. Wait, hold up. My channel is older than his. Dang, I started posting before him. Well, no, because he posted in 2020. Well, whatever. What was he... Oh, yeah. What's his first ever live stream? It doesn't
For
show
the
on there.
first time, this no longer felt like something I was doing simply to escape my life. It felt like I was actually building to something, and that would continue when I discovered Please Donate. Now, I do not need to explain every detail because I've already made plenty of videos about my experience with that game.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely made a lot of videos on that game. 1, 2, 3, 4... Alright, it literally has a please donate background. So I'm assuming this is on please donate. So 5, 6, 7, not 8, 8, and then 9, 10. Alright, you get it, bro. This dude only posts this please donate.
But man, Please Donate changed the entire trajectory of this channel. And with the help of everybody just watching my content, I ended up reaching 4,000 subscribers. And in my mind, 4,000 people choosing to subscribe.
Yo, I hit 4,000 like... Well, let me actually see. I think it was like 2024 I hit 4,000. Yeah, it was 2024.
To something that started with horrible Tower of Hell videos. I felt like YouTube could become a legitimate future for me. But as I was thinking that, everything came crashing down. While I was finally able to first start making money as a creator, my channel out of the blue was completely demonetized.
Yo, that would suck.
It absolutely broke me. I knew that if my channel could not be monetized, there was no realistic way for me to turn it into a career, which is the harsh reality of being a YouTuber. And a lot of people would assume that anybody who cares about money must only be creating for money. But to me, I did not simply want the money. I needed the money. And this channel had given me a reason to believe in my future. And demonetization made it feel like that future could just be taken away from me overnight. Because all of the videos, all of the live streams, all the progress, and all of the 4,000 subscribers I was able to build suddenly.
Oh, wait. He said he created this during 2020. So is this the...
Felt like it was for nothing.
I don't know. He literally said he created his channel in 2020, but his channel was created in 2022.
It could never become what I wanted it to be. And it brought me back to those dark times in 2020 because I had finally found my purpose, only to be told that everything I built might lead to nothing, which forced me to make a choice that I didn't want to make, but I knew it was the right choice to make. On October 22nd, 2022, I decided to completely delete my channel and start over from zero. I kept my...
Oh, he switched to this channel. That's why.
My name, but changed it slightly to give myself a fresh identity. It was a sacrifice I never wanted to make. As I was sitting in my home, hating everything that was happening in my life, knowing that I was about to erase years of work and leave 4,000 subscribers behind, I also knew that this was my last shot if I genuinely wanted something in my life to change.
I wouldn't delete it, but I feel like restarting would be the best option.
So on that day, I created this channel. I had no subscribers, no guarantee that people would find me ever again, and no proof that starting over would fix anything. The only thing I had was the belief that somehow I could not only rebuild everything that was made, but to go beyond that and prove that I could be a YouTuber. And over the course of nearly 4 years, we built something so incredible that words can never describe what happened. Behind the scenes, there are many things that come with being a Roblox YouTuber. Even back then, when I first started making videos, I was never aware of. For example, with being labeled as a Roblox YouTuber, we have to not only accept the fact that people will treat us differently, but we also have to deal with the constant scandals that Roblox is in. I mean, you all have seen it. Every single year, there is at least one major scandal that happens within Roblox. And with the news...
Yeah, because, dude, Roblox YouTubers, like, if Roblox does a bad update, like age verification, then people like outside of Roblox, like Fortnite players, when they see that, they think of everyone. All Roblox players, all Roblox YouTubers, they think we're just bad because of Roblox. And I also heard sponsorships. Think about it. How many sponsorships have you seen a Roblox YouTuber get? Not many.
Constantly coming at Roblox's neck. Even the
Actually, especially nowadays.
government starting to come after them, you really start to question if making content on Roblox is even worth it. And having to deal with these scandals makes us look like we support anything and everything Roblox does, which I can say right now is never true. And it becomes a major struggle because we now live in a world where you are guilty until proven innocent. And there have been stories I've heard from other people that whenever people would say they are a Roblox YouTuber, they would flat out think you are a terrible person.
Yep, told you. Literally what I just said.
Stop talking to you and walk the other way, which is really sad when you think about it. And even with all the commotion online, I would start to overthink what to say because it was the norm. And it felt like that because no other video game had been more scrutinized and controversial than Roblox. And it felt hopeless. But despite all of this, I realized that being a Roblox YouTuber has not only made me a better person, but in a way, it saved me from the darkest moments of my life. It had gotten me out of my comfort zone and made me want to talk to more people than I ever would. As growing up, I was diagnosed with Asperger's and became an extremely introverted person. And it gets so bad that at times I cannot make eye contact or understand body language with anybody. And no matter how badly I try and dealing with it, it basically means I will always be an introvert no matter what. But with YouTube, it allowed me to be in the right environments to get me to express myself and talk about things in a way that made me feel safe, which I find insane because this is coming from the person who was once too insecure to put his voice in a video, and eventually I built my entire life around using it. YouTube gave me the passion and motivation I needed to sacrifice.
This video is insane.
Everything to make it as a creator. And if you are extremely introverted but still want to become a YouTuber, I need you to understand that this is possible. I am living proof. Do not let that stop you. I am probably one of the most socially awkward and least talkative people you could ever meet in life. And I would say that 90% of creators are dealing with struggles you will never see behind the camera. If you want to make it as a creator, you have to take risks. You have to push yourself. And more than ever, you have to believe in yourself, even when there is no proof that anybody else will, which I know it's easy for me to say because of the position I'm in, and it's also extremely difficult for you to believe what I'm saying because none of you know what I truly look like. But you know what? The way you look does not define who you are. We are all human, and you should never let your appearance or what other people might think of you make you stop from becoming the
this dude is spreading facts.
Person you want to be. And in order for me to prove what I just said, then I think it's time for me to just shut up and prove it by doing something I never thought I would have the courage to do.
Wait.
So yeah, this is what I look like.
Face real. What?
Who would have thought? A random dude sitting indoors wearing sunglasses. Like an absolute joke of a human I am. And I have a valid explanation. I was going to find the best location. It was going to be the most beautiful thing you guys have ever seen. Unfortunately, I kind of ran out of time to film the thing. And now, in a last-ditch effort, I am now recording this in what looks like a basement, sat next to a phone from the 1930s. I'm a mess. And you know what? This is single-handedly the worst face reveal of all time. I've claimed it now. Nobody can do worse than me. Nobody can. But to get back on point, in all seriousness, this channel was the greatest blessing I could have ever asked for. And I love creating content more than you guys can ever imagine. And I feel like I just don't say thank you for watching the videos. Even though this channel has been on the decline, I feel that YouTube will always be my purpose. And as delusional as I sound, I finally believe in myself. I don't understand. I don't understand why it took me 4 years to trust myself into doing whatever this is. But now that I've shown my face, I think it's time for this channel to have a change. And more importantly, I need something to bring me back into the motivation that I once had when making these terrible videos. So with that being said, I'm quitting. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm not quitting. I would never quit this. Who do you think I am? But my content is going to significantly change. I will be live on this channel and all of these channels over here nearly every single day. I am transitioning my content from just long form videos to now I'm becoming a live streamer. I'm
W.
officially an unemployed chud. And before you guys freak out, this is not me abandoning YouTube. This is just me wanting to change the way I create content because I never post.
Yeah, I took that direction like a year ago. I used to just post random videos, and then if you just go to oldest, you'll see the change where I really started streaming again was right here. I started streaming weekly, and then eventually around here, I started streaming every single day. No matter what, even on school days, even when sometimes I was busy, I would still try to stream every single day. No matter what, unless I physically could not. And yeah, streamer has definitely got me somewhere.
And I want to change that. I want to be able to be making content almost every single day. And live streaming will give me the platform to be able to do this, to be able to record, to be able to just play games.
This video is underrated? Yo, for real, he doesn't even have 100K.
Talk to you guys. That's all I ever want. And you know what? If the streams do well and I somehow hit 100,000 subs, yeah, let's ditch the sunglasses, right? Let's ditch them. And you guys can actually see what I really look like. But for now, this is all you get, motherfucker. But nah, anyway, subscribe if you want to see more of these story videos. I really enjoy making them. And I'll see you guys in a future live stream. It just didn't work. Did my phone really just go off there? Nah. Who texted me? Nah. I'm calling you out. It was laughability. You're a chud. I don't care. You single-handedly just ruined my face reveal. You ruined it. Well done.
Alright, bro did not have to call him out. Alright. Hey, W video, dude. He has many other videos, so go ahead and sub to him, bro. He deserves it. W video.